While Game 1 was more of the same early success for the Lakers, with Shaq leading the way with 41 points in a 15-point win,
no stopping that.
Game 2 would be a much different story. In what would be their worst loss of the season to date, the Blazers would see Pippen, Rasheed Wallace, and Steve Smith all score over 20 apiece, on their way to a 29-point win in Los Angeles. Portland had just sent a wake-up call to the Lakers. This series was about to be a fight to the finish. The two teams would go back and forth over the next 4 games, with LA taking a 3-1 lead before dropping back-to-back games in Portland to force a Game 7. Kobe had struggled to find consistency early in the series, but after a confidence-boosting 33-point performance in Game 6, the young star was ready for the biggest game of his career so far. On June 4th, 2000, all eyes were on the Staples Center for what would be the second most watched conference finals game of all time, the type of stage where legends are born for the world to see. With a near impossible 3-1 series comeback on their minds, the Blazers had a clear game plan. Deny Shaq the ball in the post, and when he got the ball, throw as many defenders at him as possible. While it seems like a simple strategy, it worked to perfection, with O'Neal being held to only 9 points entering the fourth quarter. The Blazers had been able to build some steady production on offense, with young all-star Rasheed Wallace punishing LA on his way to a 30-point performance. The Lakers now found themselves down 15 with only 10:28 remaining in the fourth quarter, and it seemed another playoff elimination could be on the horizon. However, in true champion fashion, Los Angeles found a spark offensively when they needed it most, with reserve guard Bryant hitting 2 clutch 3-pointers to slow down Portland's double team. Bryant, who had been a well-rounded contributor throughout the game, raised his defense to a new level, playing a large role in the Blazers missing their next 12 consecutive shots, as LA climbed their way back into the fight. With the game tied and only a minute 50 remaining, Bryant would completely take over the game, drawing a foul that led to 2 free throws and then hitting a move on one of the greatest defenders of all time before pulling up for a tough mid-range jumper. The very next play, Kobe would go right back at Pippen, and this time it would be one of the biggest plays of his career.
Portland has 3 timeouts left, the Lakers have 2. Bryant to Shaq!
Kobe's lob to Shaq would not only be the dagger that sealed their first trip to the NBA Finals together, but it also represented a key moment that would transcend this season and help form the chemistry that would lead to one of the NBA's next great dynasties. But for the time being, the focus would be on finally achieving their ultimate goal, and only one team remained in their way. Reggie Miller and the Indiana Pacers had always been a step or two away. Whether it was the Jordan-led Bulls, the New York Knicks, or even a young Shaq in Orlando, someone had always stepped between them and a chance at the NBA Finals. Except 2000 was different.